Do you ever wake up feeling like you didn't sleep at all, even though you were in bed for hours? Maybe you're tossing and turning, or you're waking up stiff and groggy, wondering where your energy went. If you're over 65, you might think this is just part of getting older, but here's the good news. It doesn't have to be. The way you sleep can make a huge difference in how you feel, how much energy you have, and even how long you live. Quality sleep isn't just about feeling refreshed. It's about giving your body and mind a chance to repair, recharge, and keep you thriving well into your later years. Today, I'm going to share 5 simple sleep habits that can add years to your life. These aren't complicated tricks or expensive gadgets. They're practical, easy changes you can start making tonight to help you sleep better, feel stronger, and live longer. Let's dive into the first habit, because this one sets a foundation for everything else. The first habit is all about creating a consistent sleep schedule. Your body loves routine, especially as you get older. Think about it like this. Your body is like a clock that's been ticking for decades, and it thrives on predictability. When you go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, even on weekends, your body gets into a rhythm. This rhythm helps regulate your internal clock, which scientists call your circadian rhythm. When it's in sync, you fall asleep faster, sleep more deeply, and wake up feeling rested. Here's how you can make this work. Pick a bedtime that gives you at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep before you need to wake up. For example, if you like to start your day at 7 a.m., aim to be in bed by 11 p.m. Now, I know what you're thinking. Sometimes life gets in the way. Maybe you're watching a favorite show, or you're catching up with a friend over the phone. That's okay once in a while, but try to stick to your schedule at least 80% of the time. One trick is to set a gentle reminder on your phone about 30 minutes before bedtime to start winding down. That might mean turning off the TV, putting away your tablet, or finishing that last chapter of your book. Let me tell you about my friend Margaret, who's 68. She used to stay up late watching reruns or scrolling through her phone, and her sleep was all over the place. She'd be exhausted by noon. When she started going to bed at 10:30 every night and waking up at 6:30, she noticed a difference within a week. She told me she felt like she had more energy to garden, which she loves, and she wasn't dozing off during her afternoon book club anymore. It's amazing what a little consistency can do. Now, let's move on to the second habit, creating a sleep-friendly environment. Your bedroom should be your sleep sanctuary, a place that signals to your brain it's time to rest. As we age, we become more sensitive to our surroundings, so small changes here can make a big impact. Start with light. Your body needs darkness to produce melatonin, the hormone that helps you sleep. If street lights or morning sun sneak into your room, try blackout curtains or a comfortable sleep mask. I know a sleep mask might feel strange at first, but give it a try. My neighbor Tom swore by his after years of waking up at dawn. Temperature matters too. Your body sleeps best in a cool room, ideally between 60 and 67 degrees Fahrenheit. If your room feels stuffy, crack a window or use a fan to keep the air moving. And don't overlook your bedding. If your mattress is older than you remember buying it, it might be time to replace it. But even small upgrades like breathable cotton sheets or a supportive pillow can make a difference. Think about how good it feels to slip into fresh, cool sheets. That's the vibe you're going for every night. One last tip for your sleep environment. Keep it quiet. If you live near a busy street or have a partner who snores, earplugs or a white noise machine can be a game changer. My cousin Linda started using a small fan for white noise, and she says it's like her brain just switches off when she hears that hum. These little tweaks, light, temperature, sound, add up to a bedroom that invites sleep, not fights it. Now that we got a consistent schedule and a cozy bedroom, let's talk about the third habit, which is all about what you do before bed. So, you got your sleep schedule locked in and your bedroom set up like a cozy retreat. Now, let's talk about what you do in the hours leading up to bedtime, because that's where the third habit comes in, winding down with intention. As we get older, our bodies take a little longer to shift gears from the busyness of the day to the calm of sleep. If you're jumping straight from watching a thrilling movie or checking your email to hopping into bed, your brain is still buzzing, and falling asleep can feel like a battle. A relaxing pre-sleep routine is like giving your mind a gentle nudge to slow down and prepare for rest. Here's how to make this work for you. About an hour before bed, start easing into calmer activities. This isn't about adding stress or a long to-do list. It's about creating a simple ritual that feels good. For example, you might spend 10 minutes doing some light stretching to loosen up those joints. Nothing intense, just gentle movements like rolling your shoulders or stretching your arms overhead. My friend Dorothy, who's 72, swears by a 5-minute stretch while listening to soft music. She says it's like telling her body, okay, it's time to relax. If stretching isn't your thing, try reading a light book, maybe a cozy mystery or a biography. Nothing too gripping that keeps you up past your bedtime. Another great way to wind down is with a warm drink like herbal tea. Chamomile or peppermint can be soothing, and the act of sipping something warm feels comforting. Just steer clear of caffeine after mid-afternoon, because it can linger in your system and make it harder to fall asleep. And here's a big one. Try to limit screen time. The blue light from phones, tablets, or TVs can trick your brain into thinking it's still daytime, messing with that melatonin we talked about earlier. If you love catching up on news or scrolling through photos of your grandkids, try to do it earlier in the evening. Instead, maybe chat with your partner or jot down a few thoughts in a journal. It's amazing how much calmer your mind feels when you give a break from screens. Now, let's move on to the fourth habit, which is about what you eat and drink in the evening. You might not realize it, but your dinner choices can make or break your sleep. Heavy, rich meals, like a big plate of lasagna or a spicy curry, can sit in your stomach and cause discomfort when you're trying to drift off. As we age, our digestion slows down a bit, so eating a lighter meal in the evening can really help. Think grilled chicken with steamed veggies, or a bowl of soup with a slice of whole grain bread. Aim to finish eating at least 2 to 3 hours before bed to give your body time to digest. Hydration is important too, but try to front-load your water intake earlier in the day. If you're chugging a big glass of water right before bed, you might find yourself waking up for bathroom trips, which can interrupt your sleep. My Uncle George, who's 70, started sipping water throughout the day instead of all at once in the evening, and he says he's sleeping through the night for the first time in years. If you're someone who enjoys a glass of wine or a nightcap, be mindful. Alcohol might make you feel sleepy at first, but it can disrupt your sleep later, leaving you tossing and turning. If you do have a drink, try to have it earlier in the evening and pair it with a glass of water to stay hydrated. One more tip for this habit. Watch out for sneaky culprits like chocolate or certain medications that might have caffeine or stimulants. Check with your doctor if you're unsure about anything you're taking. Little changes to your evening routine, like eating lighter and timing your meals, can make your sleep so much deeper and more restorative. It's like giving your body the right fuel to recharge overnight. Speaking of recharging, the fifth habit is coming up next, and it's all about how to make the most of your sleep to feel energized and ready for the day. So, you've set up a solid evening routine, and you're being mindful about what you eat and drink. Now, let's talk about the fifth habit, which is all about making the most of your sleep by managing stress and staying active during the day. You might not think stress or exercise has much to do with sleep, but trust me, they're like two sides of the same coin. When you're over 65, stress can creep up in ways you don't always notice. Maybe it's worrying about family, finances, or even just the aches and pains that come with age. That stress can keep your mind racing at night, making it hard to fall asleep or stay asleep. And if you're not moving your body enough during the day, you might not feel tired enough to sleep deeply. Let's start with stress. One of the best ways to calm your mind before bed is to practice a simple relaxation technique. This doesn't have to be anything fancy. No need to become a meditation guru overnight. Something as simple as deep breathing can work wonders. Try this. When you're lying in bed, take a slow, deep breath in through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold it for 4, then breathe out through your mouth for 6. Repeat this a few times, and you'll feel your body start to relax. My friend Clara, who's 67, started doing this after a stressful day, and she says it's like hitting a reset button for her brain. If breathing exercises aren't your thing, try writing down your thoughts in a notebook before bed. Jotting down worries or even things you're grateful for can help clear your mind. It's like telling your brain, okay, we've dealt with this, now let's rest. Another great way to manage stress is to stay connected with people you care about. Loneliness can weigh heavy, especially at night when it's quiet. Even a short phone call with a friend or family member during the day can lift your spirits and make it easier to relax at night. I know a gentleman named Harold who's 71, and he schedules a weekly coffee chat with his old work buddy. He says those conversations leave him feeling lighter, and he sleeps better on those days. Now, let's talk about staying active. You don't need to run marathons or lift heavy weights, but a little movement during the day can do wonders for your sleep. Regular activity, like a 20-minute walk around your neighborhood or some gentle chair yoga, helps tire your body in a good way, so you're ready to sleep when bedtime rolls around. It also boosts your mood and keeps your heart healthy, which is a win-win. My neighbor Susan, who's 69, started taking short walks after lunch, and she noticed she was falling asleep faster and waking up less during the night. The key is to avoid intense exercise too close to bedtime, as it can leave you feeling wired instead of tired. Aim to get moving earlier in the day, maybe during a morning stroll or a light gardening session. So, let's bring it all together. These 5 habits, sticking to a consistent sleep schedule, creating a cozy bedroom, winding down with intention, eating and drinking wisely, and managing stress while staying active, are like a recipe for better sleep and a longer, healthier life. They're not about making huge changes overnight. Start small, maybe with one habit, like setting a bedtime or doing a few stretches before bed. Over time, these little tweaks add up, and you'll feel the difference, not just in how you sleep, but in how you live your days. You'll have more energy for the things you love, whether it's playing with your grandkids, tending to your garden, or just enjoying a good book. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What's one sleep habit you're going to try tonight? Maybe you've already got a routine that works for you. Share it with us. If you found this helpful, give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more tips to live your best life at any age. Here's to waking up feeling refreshed and ready to take on the day, because you deserve it.